It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, it is our mission to bring you news that you can use. Our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website, obnradio.com. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. Can you hear that sound? Sounds a bit distant right now, but it is the sound of the Atlanta Falcons choking away their game on yesterday. I still can't get over that one. 40-39, the Cowboys pull it out on what has to be, and I'm not even exaggerating, one of the greatest collapses in modern NFL history. Unbelievable. That's all I can say. Hope you guys are off to a better Monday than those who are at the Atlanta Falcons camp right about now. I guarantee you someone has received their pink slip today. I would be totally blown away if we don't hear about that coming up very, very soon. We'll keep an eye on that one, but also something that is going to be all eyes on is the introduction of prime time. Deion Sanders will be made officially the head football coach of the Jackson State Tigers, and the prime time era will begin. Now, there's supposed to be two parts to this. There's going to be an introduction, and there's going to be an actual press conference. And from the information that we've gathered, the introduction will be on Monday. The press conference will be on Tuesday, and we will have our affiliate, Miss Sonia Stamps, with She Say Sports, to give us some insights on what's going on in the capital of Mississippi. A lot of buzz in the air about that. I'd like to take this time to recognize our sponsors and supporters at the Open Mic Broadcast Network: Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Prairie View Athletic Club, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Diva Skin Conditioner, Helping Hands Lawn Service. Thank you for your support of our local and regional coverage of student athletics here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. In case you guys missed our Sunday Night Live show, which featured Mr. Byron Smith, head basketball coach of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, gave us a lot of insights. And he had a very stern stand that he believes that coaches should be able to have a sense of direction and turn things around within a 3-year window, regardless of funding or whatever challenges that you inherit when you come into that program. And I thought that was very interesting, very intense thoughts and stance on that. You can go back and check that out on the Mike Prince Show Sunday Night Live. All you have to do, where you don't miss anything, is one of two things. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Click on that subscribe button, and you'll never miss not only the daily shows that we provide here at the network, but we have other outside entities that we produce through the network platform that you can keep a tab on everything that's going on. And you can always go to that website at obnradio.com. And by clicking on that and subscribing to our daily releases, you will always be kept in the loop. For the results of your Friday night football action from Waller County, Texas, and the surrounding areas. Somerville falls short to Granger by the score of 20-17. East Bernard falls short to Schreiner 13-7. Iola 18, Burton 7. Hallisville overpowers Rice by the score of 59-7. El Campo 55, Wharton 35. Sweeney Bulldogs victorious over the Hempstead Bobcats by the score of 56-38. Sealy squeaks past Stafford by the score of 12-10. The Brahmas of Belleville appear to be too much for Rockdale, victorious 42-14. Giddings had no problem with Caldwell, winning by the score of 50-14. Hargrove blanks Navasota by the score of 12-0. Addison Shiro falls short to Trinity by the score of 14-12. Schnook takes care of Milano by the score of 22-7. Those are your Friday Night Football results on the high school circuit. Be sure to join the Open Mic Broadcast Network for your weekly updates of high school sports in the surrounding area. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. And speaking of keeping in the loop, as we mentioned, Prime Time will be announced as the head coach at Jackson State. What do you see Jackson State doing in year number one? Will it be an immediate impact, or will it take some time to get adjusted? We know that prime time is going to be prime time, but it's also going to be very, very watchful and mindful of who he surrounds himself with as far as the staff to get him to navigate and maneuver through certain things. We know that he will inherit a couple of staff that can help him with the transitional piece, dealing with the odds and ends of collegiate day-to-day operations. There are obviously going to be some growing pains, and that's to be expected with any new coach. But will there be a short leash or a long leash when it comes to the expectations of success from JSU? We'll find that out very, very soon. And here are the college football results over the weekend of September the 19th. Stephen F. Austin fell short to UTSA by the score of 24-10. SMU victorious over North Texas 65-35. Texas State handles UL Monroe by the score of 38-17. UTEP takes care of Abilene Christian by the score of 17-13. Louisiana Tech is able to squeak past Southern Mississippi by the score of 31-30. Number 11 ranked Oklahoma Sooners victorious over Tulsa by the score of 16-7. Navy takes care of Tulane, winning by the score of 27-24. And number 7th ranked Notre Dame had no problem with South Florida, blanking them 52-0. Those are some of your college score results over the course of the weekend. Be sure to stay tuned here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network for the latest updates on high school, college, and NFL. The station designed with you in mind, serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Now that the profile has been raised at the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and let me say this, the profile has always, at least in my mind, been raised to a certain degree, but now it will get that added exposure with the addition of Primetime, putting his name in the history books as being one of the coaches throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now, what will that history mark look like? Time will tell. We're actually going to put a poll out on whether or not you believe the Primetime experiment will be a successful one, or do you think it will be a crash and burn? So stay tuned to our Twitter feed for that one. Of course, that handle is at the Mike Prince Show. Now, we know the NFL has just gotten started, and I am fortunate that my beloved Steelers were able to not allow the Broncos to make a comeback. I was a little nervous at first. Didn't want to have that collapse that we made mention of earlier about the people from the ATL. But if you look across the board, you can still see some of the rust that needs to be knocked off with these guys and the importance of preseason. And another side note, because there was no preseason, we don't have those diamond in the rough stories, those feel-good stories about the free agent that beat the odds. They had to trim things down very fast and go with whom they were accustomed to from prior experiences. So this COVID has had an impact in more than the on the surface obvious things, but those under the radar stories that we would normally be talking about these days. So I'm looking at maybe by week 4 or 5, you should see a more polished brand of NFL football being presented. And the same would go on the collegiate areas also. So with all that being said, have you got that football fix yet? Are you starting to feel like it's football season? I'm almost there. I'm getting there. I'm still ironing out some kinks and some wrinkles. But nonetheless, the games are moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, we are going to exit stage left for today. Don't forget, Miss Sonia Stamps, our affiliate here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, will be reporting on the events taking place at Jackson State University with the addition of Deion Sanders as the head football coach. Man, what a year in 2020. Who would have thought, in all honesty and fairness, that in December 2019, that you would be projecting that in September of 2020, Deion Sanders would be named head coach for the Jackson State Tigers. That should give you some type of indication of what 2020 has been about. We say 2020 is perfect vision, but no one could honestly say they've seen any of the events that have taken place in this year unfolding. That's why you embrace every opportunity with gratitude and thanks and try to make the most of every opportunity. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike. Friends, want to thank you guys so much for joining in with us. Don't forget our social media handles, so Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. I need you guys to subscribe to that today. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. The voice of student athletics. I've got to go. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.